We're back.
We are back. Welcome, everybody, to Down by the Stream. We are your host. I'm Ramiro.
And I'm Chelsea. Welcome back on this Monday. I know it's Monday instead of Sunday.
Yeah.
Thanks for being patient with us.
Yeah, I apologize. It's mainly kind of on me on this one. Went out of town this past weekend. Celebrated my sister's 25th birthday. I did a little surprise party. But then you also celebrated your nephew's birthday.
Yeah, it was his 9th birthday. Well, it's his 9th birthday today, actually. So,
Yeah,
happy birthday, Eli.
Yeah, happy birthday, Eli. And so it was a weekend of a lot of celebrations, a lot of driving, and a lot of late nights. It was fun though, especially to see and hear that she had no idea what was going on. Although she did have a little speculation of something.
A little suspicious.
Yeah, she was a little suspicious, but I think it was she thought that her fiance Robert was going to do something with like her friends.
Gotcha. So she just didn't expect to see like all you guys.
Yeah. So it was cool. You know, we all hid in my parents' side yard, and we all had everything set up, balloons and streamers and music, and she came in through that big side gate that my dad has, and as soon as she walked in, we all yelled out, and she just was like, so in the video, you see her, and she like looks, and you know she's like kind of taken back and a little emotional, but then she looks at Robert and is like mad at him because
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
but what's funny is because he had told her, "Oh, we're gonna go out of town for dinner, and you know we're gonna go off and do something." So she had no idea, and so it was really cool to just kind of see some sort of surprise come out.
Yeah,
of it, so.
that's fun. Surprise parties are mostly fun.
Yeah.
Real quick, before we get started on today's topics, don't forget to like and subscribe on here and follow us on Instagram and subscribe on YouTube and all that good stuff. So we got merch, all that stuff. So I usually like pin the comment on the live, and then you'll see it in the YouTube description and the Spotify description.
Yeah.
Other ways to support. Anyways, what do you got for us today?
I got a few things. Let me get the trusty old phone here. So,
Trusty old phone. Producer.
I know, right? I kind of just came up with these while I was, kind of going through a few things.
Hey, it works.
Today.
You figured it out.
And maybe like 10, 15 minutes before we started. So, topics are favorite seasons, favorite candy, since we were talking about like celebrating and stuff like that.
Candy all weekend.
Yep. Going into pets' names and like the stories behind them.
Okay.
And our conspiracy corner will be about mythical creatures.
Okay.
Now, it's not this conspiracy corner isn't so much diving deep into like information. I guess it's just more of like, do you believe Bigfoot's real or the Loch Ness monster? Maybe there's a deep sea creature in the bottom of the ocean that we haven't seen yet that's smart enough to evade us. I don't know. We haven't been down there enough. So,
Got a lot of opinions on all of those.
yeah. So, but talking about celebrations and stuff like that, and like I guess candy is one of them. So my brother found these little candies that look like top ramen cups.
Do you want to get them?
It's too far.
Okay.
But
They're
really
cool. Cute.
Yeah, they look like little ramen cups, and it looks like the little waves and stuff like that. What's funny is like, oh man, candy is such a big thing for me because I can't do like a whole lot of different candies, but I'm a huge fan of Mexican candy, and a lot of people aren't because they don't like either they're spicy or I want to say the tartness of some of them because some of them are very tart.
Yeah.
Instead of it being like sweet or I guess sour in a sense.
I feel like it's like when they have a lot of the spice. I mean, I like it, but I know some people don't.
Yeah. Which is funny to me because it's like not even spicy.
It's just like not, I don't want to say not normal. I mean, your normal is different than my normal. Because I guess too, before I started eating like those types of candies with you, like normal quote unquote candy for me is like chocolate. So
Yeah.
Reese's peanut butter cups. Like when I think candy, I think that or like Starburst. I said Starburst because we have some.
Yeah. So I guess that can be a huge list of things. So let's start with chocolate. So your favorite chocolate is Reese's peanut butter cups?
Yeah, and hard like choice between those and like the Ferrero Rocher candies.
See, I mean, they're good. I
I
just don't
love
think
those
they're like.
so much.
I don't think. Personal opinion. I don't think they're top tier.
I think they're so good.
I
My
think
mom
they're
likes the
good.
Ferrero Rochers. She'll
I.
back me up on that. They're delicious.
I'm not saying they're not good. I think there's too much hype behind it personally.
I think they're delicious.
But that's just that. I mean, that's just me though.
What's your favorite chocolate?
Favorite chocolate? Okay, so no dark chocolate whatsoever. Sorry, like dark chocolate is out the window. The only reason that happened is because I accidentally got the dark special Hershey's.
Yeah.
And I bit straight into it, and it was terrible.
I used to not like dark chocolate, but I like dark chocolate now.
Yeah, I can't do it anymore.
Okay, but what chocolate do you like?
Oh, yeah. So favorite chocolate? Oh man.
Snickers, Kit Kats, Take 5,
I would say
the cookies and cream.
cookies and cream are good. I actually like a cold Snickers.
It has to be cold. All the chocolate has to be cold. Has to be kept in the fridge. That's where the chocolate goes. In the fridge.
Yeah. Or a frozen Snickers.
Have you
But not
had
the ice cream Snickers?
Yeah, I was gonna say, have you had the ice cream Snickers? I actually really like the ice cream Snickers.
It's good. I like that bite and crunch from a frozen regular Snickers.
See, I don't like when the caramel's frozen. Caramel, whatever. I don't like when it's frozen. It's hard to eat.
Oh yeah, kind of.
I mean, like I don't mind it like cold in the fridge, but like frozen is too much for me.
Frozen is my favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, but for real though, like my absolute favorite chocolate would be a very close Reese's.
Okay.
Or Twix.
Oh man, Twix are really good too.
Twix are just
Twix are so good.
no.
Those are I feel like Twix is really like underrated.
Yeah, 100%.
Like they like it like Twix flies under the radar, and I think they're so good.
Yeah, I really like those.
Yeah, those are really good.
What? Okay, so then let's move on to hard candies. So like Jolly Rancher or
Nerds
Nerds.
or Runts. Runts was like my favorite growing up. You can't find them anymore. Do they even exist anymore?
I have no idea, and we were talking about that.
Yeah,
at
because
the
like
store.
yeah, you like go to the dollar store, you go to like the grocery store and the candy aisle, and you can't find them anymore.
Yeah.
And they used to come in those same like boxes that the Nerds came in. Do they not make Runts anymore? I'm gonna Google it.
I am a huge fan of Runts.
If anybody wants to send us some, I'll set up a PO box.
I absolutely love Nerds though. Like
Oh, you can buy a Runts, like a big bulk bag for $14 on Amazon.
oh, not bad.
Add to cart.
Favorite Runts.
Oh, it's called
Is
like
it
an
the banana?
old time candy.
Do you like the banana one?
I like the banana and the strawberry.
Which one's the strawberry? The heart?
Yeah, the heart.
Yeah.
You can get, oldtimecandy.com. I think you can just like order all bananas. Yes, you can. All bananas. That's awesome.
See, you can do that. The banana isn't my favorite.
I like the bananas a lot. There used to be two. Oh my gosh. So it used to be like it was like this little banana shaped. I like that. I go like this. Like nobody knows what a banana shaped like this little plastic thing, and it had like a powder in it that it was like a banana flavored powder, like a pixie stick, but it was just in a. And I don't know what the heck it was called. I just remember really liking it when I was little. It was like a banana powder.
No.
And that's what, okay, side note, quick sidebar. The 3-Minute Miracle by 11 that I have up there in the shower, that's what it smells like to me.
Oh.
or like a banana Laffy Taffy or something. But anyways, I digress.
So earlier today I saw this thing. Remember bubble yum?
Yeah,
Or no, or the bubble.
like the big bubble yum or the bubble gum tape.
No, okay. There was a little jug. It was like the bubble gum in the jug and had the powder and had the little bits of bubble gum, and it had a little cap. I forgot what it was
don't
called.
think
it was like
I know
bubble
this.
jug or something like that.
I don't know.
Was good.
I'm gonna have to Google that one too.
I forgot what it was called, and I just saw it today.
I remember liking the really big the bubble yum things, like the really big squares of bubble gum. And when it comes to gum too, did you ever have like the zebra gums? Like the striped ones, and then they
you
had
get
like the tattoos on there. Yeah, those were cool.
Yeah.
There's like put a tattoo on your tongue.
It was like you were spending like
So
$1
terrible.
on gum that lasted like 10 seconds.
But they came in like cool little tins.
The tin was cool.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That's what you're paying for.
And then
yeah, the flavor was there for 10 seconds and then it was done.
Yeah. But as far as like the hard candies and
Yeah, what's your favorite hard candy?
I would say it'd be Nerds.
Nerds, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like the Nerds rope? I didn't at first. No, I really like it. You can get like the Nerds rope bites now too.
The only reason is because at least with like when you get the Nerds, you can like get them leveled out, so you can like if you chew on them or just like let the flavor dissolve. But with the rope, they like are a little offset, so if you bite into it, sometimes it like jabs into your gums.
I just like to like chew it, little bites. That's why I like little like Nerds rope bites that you can get in a little bag, which I thought I would find when we went to the gas station on the way home from Vegas because that's what I wanted and they didn't have them.
Yeah. Or my favorite like brand is Trolleys, like the sour
I know
gummy
you
stuff.
always get the Trolleys and those cherry things that
The
you always
cherry
get.
bomb
Those are
ones?
so good.
Yeah. Oh, they're called Cherry Bombers, and they're the most amazing. They are the best trolley candies out there. Like the sour, the sour worms are good. Have you tried the eggs?
No. Eggs.
Yeah, the trolley eggs.
No, I have not.
They're like tiny little.
Oh wait.
Things.
Yes, I have because you've got them before. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now. Those are good.
Those are awesome, especially like if you just want to like have like a couple.
Yeah.
You can just pop a couple in, and you're not like, I guess with the sour worm, like if you don't want that many, I guess you can eat like half of it. But then
I don't know. I feel like I never really ate sour worms or anything like that until like we started going on road trips and stuff. And then you would get them and I would eat them. But I used to not like eat the sour. I would get the sour ropes. Those I liked.
Oh, like the rope tapes or the
no, like the
straws.
The straws.
Sour punch straws?
Yeah, those are good.
I used to eat those all the time during the summer.
And then Warheads. Did you ever have the Warhead spray?
Yes, and it got me so sick.
It's so terrible.
It actually like eroded my stomach lining.
Yeah, it's
for
terrible.
a long time.
Yeah.
And really messed me up.
Yeah, that'll do that to you. And Flamin' Hot Cheetos will.
Yeah. But I think the one thing that I will always go to, that's my go-to just like for road trips and to just have, is Twizzlers. Yes, I'm a Twizzler fan. I am also a Red Vine fan. I just happen to like Twizzlers more.
I think Twizzlers are better than Red Vines, but I also never reach for Twizzlers.
I always reach for Twizzlers.
Yeah. I don't really know what my go-to road trip candy is. I feel like I get something different every time. I mean, okay, I almost always get Sour Patch Kids, though.
Oh, Sour Patch Kids are good.
Yeah, those are delicious.
But so like, I feel like most sour candies, the sour like powder they're all different as far as like how coarse they are.
Yeah.
Sour Patch Kids are super coarse on their sour powder.
Yeah.
That it tears up my tongue.
Yeah, I can only eat so many of those before like everything hurts.
Yeah. Now, I'm curious to see if anybody else has this, but do you get like when you think of something sour or like a sour candy, Do you get that little hurt thing
Yeah.
back here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The back of your jaw. Oh yeah,
I hate that.
always happens. But I actually didn't get any candy on the way back from the thing.
Oh, that's crazy.
I guess I was just so tired. I was just like, I just want
Just
to
trying to get home, yeah.
Yeah. But
Long weekend.
yeah. But Mexican candy though is like it's such a staple, and when some people try certain things, like I love seeing different reactions. I love it when they hate it and they tell me why they hate it because they say it tastes weird. And that's funny to me because it's like, well, yeah, it's different. It's a different candy.
Well, it's weird to some people, but to you, it's not. It's normal.
Oh yeah, that's all
Normal.
I grew up on. You know,
Yeah.
like everybody thinks of the mango, the chili covered mango.
Those are good.
The corn little one. Trying to think of what else. The cat licked my hand, and I scratched my eye with it,
Oh, gosh.
and so my eye's gonna be itching this entire podcast, but it's fine. But it's such a, I don't know. It's just such a, I think it just takes me back to like being small, like a kid.
Yeah.
And we used to have this guy who would like go around in this big white, like not lunching, like a big van thing. That was almost like a delivery truck. And he had like fresh produce and stuff in there. And he'd have candy and he'd make us ice, snow cones. Like
Oh, yeah.
Snow cones and,
Yeah.
and stuff. It was awesome.
Yeah, we'll have to make more snow cones when we go to Greg's house next.
Oh, yeah.
Since Eli really likes the snow cone maker.
Yeah, and it's getting a little bit warmer out here as well. So that's
Yeah,
nice, especially
finally.
with the all the rain we've been getting. It's been just it's
So
been
much
hard.
rain. So
Yeah.
much flooding.
But
So much inconvenience.
speaking of that, with seasons,
Yes.
that was one of our topics.
Nice segue.
I know. Not bad at it, huh? What is your favorite season?
Oh, I like fall. You know, like every other white girl. Basic.
But why fall?
I like to wear like boots and sweaters and stuff. And like you can't do that in the summertime. And I'm always like hot. So it's like during the summertime, I'm just like always humid. Like boob sweat is terrible. I can't like when me and Megan had like our first photo shoot, we went our first or second photo shoot or whatever. And we went out and I had to run back to my car and like get a change of clothes and stuff. And the reason I had to do that is because I was in a white shirt and it was soaked in sweat by the time we finally started taking pictures of us. Cause we did like product photos first.
Uh-huh.
And like, I was like, okay, well now I got to go change into a black shirt because you could see everything. Like it was just like big, just sweat spots. It was gross.
2 questions. 1, why didn't you guys do the product shoot after?
We didn't think about it.
Fair enough.
Doesn't
Second-
matter. I would have been sweating anyways.
No. Second question. Do they make like, I don't know, like I don't know how to word this without getting it flagged. Like a pad or some sort of thing you can put in to prevent that to like.
Well, I mean, I was wearing like a sports bra, but I sweat through it.
No, I know, but like something you can put in it to like help like retain that moisture.
Maybe, but when it goes down my back, I mean, what am I going to do?
I don't know. I'm just saying this is $1 million idea.
I don't know that anything exists like that.
Exactly.
Or what you would do. I mean, maybe, I don't know. The thing is too is like I don't have a big chest and it's still a problem for me.
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
I just feel
It
like
could
I'm
be
just
universal.
like a humid person and it just sucks. So I don't like summer. That's where we're at. What did my mom say? Use deodorant under my boobs. Not so antiperspirant deodorant, I'm assuming. I don't know. I could try that. Do I have to put it on my back then too? Because that also sweats and that's gross. This is a TMI conversation. Sorry, friends. I don't like summer though for all of those reasons. And I won't go into the pool because of my hair. So I don't want green extensions.
Got it.
What is your favorite?
Mine is
I almost said holiday.
spring
Okay.
after daylight savings, which usually it's when it comes in. It just depends on how early spring comes. because sometimes it comes a little bit earlier. But it's springtime.
Springtime.
Yes.
Why do you like springtime?
Because it's like the days, I don't know, they feel crispy.
Crispy.
Yes, I can't describe it any better than that. It's like the mornings are nice and like fresh because it's still cold.
Yeah.
You kind of get that, like, you still get that little winter like snap like feeling of air because it's like,
It's definitely like a different like brisk feeling than like fall is coming out of summer versus like going into summer. It's a different type of like feel.
yeah.
I like all like the colors in fall too. Like I like the trees
Yeah.
changing. I think it's really pretty, and I like pumpkin spice. Need I go further? I'm just.
I don't know.
That's who I am. What do you want me to do?
I liked, in the same end, I like when the flowers start to bloom, the trees start to bloom out. I mean, I hate the pollen portion because I am allergic to the pollen, but
Yeah, that makes my eyes go crazy. It's like crying walking the dogs this morning. It just hurt.
but the mornings are like really nice and cool, and then throughout the day it's like a little bit warmer, so like you can still wear like a t-shirt, maybe shorts, depending on the day, and then at
Can I see all my
night,
mom's comments?
but I like it when it starts to get towards the end because you can still like do a bonfire. Or
Yeah.
You can do a fire, but it's not freezing to where it kind of ruins the day. Like you're just like, I'm just cold and smoke's going everywhere.
Yeah.
Like you can actually like
Enjoy
a nice
it because it's just like a
fire.
little cold. Like you're
Yeah.
fine in like a hoodie. You don't need to like bundle up or anything.
Exactly.
Mom called me out. She said, I thought you liked summer in Michigan at the lake. I
Okay.
do. Michigan summer, way different than California summer, than Southern California summer, more specifically.
Oh yeah.
It's way different. Like it's just, I mean, I'm already humid, so like I don't enjoy that part. But like by the lake, like is different than the water doesn't get warm enough here in the summertime. So like, and the lake water is always really warm, and it's just more fun there.
The summer in Michigan was
Yes.
amazing.
Yes.
100%.
The sunsets are prettier there. I know it's so weird that I say that. I just like the sky is so pretty, and like the rain smells different there when it rains in the summertime. Like it's just, I like Michigan summers over California summers. Well, Michigan has all the seasons that I like too. Why do I live here?
I like the one
As I'm wearing
summer-
my shirt that says Michigan right now.
the one season I've wanted to be able to do is winter in Michigan. I've never been in a like a snow.
The Michigan winters are not like they used to be from what I hear. Like it doesn't snow as much, and then it just gets really, really cold.
Yeah.
So it's like not even like pretty. But like I feel like back in the day, before global warming or whatever, like we would go snowmobiling and we'd do all these fun things, and it was like the snow would last longer, and it was like you would go snowboarding in like a hoodie and be fine.
Yeah.
It just like felt different. It was like prettier. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not the same though. It's not like that anymore. Like I feel like if we were to like spend like a Christmas in Michigan, it would be like -4 degrees, super windy, and no snow. Like that's what I'm afraid of. If we go in the wintertime, it's not going to be what it used to be.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Like we're better off at just like going to like Big Bear or something to have that experience. Get an Airbnb up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, with a hot tub.
That'd be cool.
And we do hot tub and Irish coffee or hot cocoa or wine, whatever. And jump out of the hot tub and do a snow angel. We used to do that too, when we were little. My dad started that, and then me and my friends would all do it too. Do a snow angel in our bikinis and then go back in the hot tub.
Interesting. I feel like a I feel like a winter over there would. I mean, even if it doesn't. I mean, I've never been into that type of environment before.
Well, you have. You've been snowboarding like up in Mammoth, haven't you?
Yeah, but it was like cold, but it wasn't like.
I know you're wearing like a short sleeve shirt in that photo. snowboarding. Or no,
I
you
wasn't
weren't.
sure. I wasn't a
It
jacket.
just didn't
but
look like a very thick jacket.
Yeah. Then again, like we never really bought anything of that sort because we were
That's
like,
also true. You're going to
"Why?"
use it like once.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We were like, we'll be fine.
But when you start snowboarding and stuff like that, I feel like you get really hot because like
Yes.
you gotta like that's a lot of core action.
But
Just
also,
a workout.
people do not snowboard in jeans. Terrible idea. Don't
Yeah,
do it.
that is a bad idea.
Yeah, that's
Like
what we
definitely snow pants or like something over. Because I feel like I've gone in like not necessarily snow pants, but more like that, like windbreaker, like whiskey material. So
Yeah.
that way, like whiskey material, you get it.
like water whisk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, because then like when you like fall down, it doesn't suck.
Yeah, we were soaked.
Yeah.
Although we did have long johns under. Yeah,
Yeah, they just get wet too.
Yeah. I mean, it helped
Long
as far
johns.
as keeping.
I think it's funny that they're called that.
I mean, what do you call it?
No, that is what you call it. I just think
It's
I've
funny.
always thought it was weird. Like, do you ever long johns on? Because our mom used to ask us that before we go snowmobiling and stuff. Put our long johns on, and then we'd have the little those little packets that you like shake up,
You rub, yeah,
and
like
they heat up. Yeah, you
pocket
drop them in your
warmers.
snow boots and your gloves, and you'd stay warm.
Yeah, your pocket warmers.
Yeah.
Okay, so fall, right?
Yes. I mean, I also really love snow, but I moved away from it because I don't like driving in it. I like watching it.
I like being in it
I
temporarily.
like being colder. Cold over hot any day.
Yeah,
I mean, so basically like I like every other season but summer unless I'm in Michigan.
See, I love summer because like we can go to Fiesta Island. And, like,
Fiesta
we can
Island, it's always like
party.
windy and I just have a terrible time because my eyes are always burning.
Yeah, and it's so weird that it just happens to be windy there. Because I mean, there's been random times that we've just gone and it was beautiful, but then there's times where it's just.
I feel like I'm just cold. I'm
Crappy.
sitting there wrapped in a blanket.
Mind you, this is summer. This is not even like fall. This isn't spring.
And then, like, too, like,
midsummer,
summer's-
and it gets cold.
What's interesting, I know I'm like feel like I'm like contradicting myself right now, but like out here, summertime rolls around, and like by the time the sun sets, like I want to go put pants on and a hoodie on, but like in Michigan, like it's still like 90, 80 degrees, like on a hot day. Like it's so comfortable in shorts and a bit like we be on the lake all day, like when it's dark out, and it's still nice.
Yeah.
And it's not like that here.
Yeah. See, I like when we would go to your mom's house, I would be cold at night.
I would be so hot at night.
I was cold.
That's crazy.
But then again, I run cooler since
Yeah.
I've
I've
from the
been
desert.
I've been like so hot these last few nights here.
Oh no, I'll agree with that. Like, last
And then
night
I
it
wake
was
up and the freaking
super
thing it says it's like 68 degrees and I'm like, bull crap, it's like 91 in here. And then I didn't even turn anything on and then I looked and it was 71 degrees in here and I'm like, how is it so hot in here? It's not even that warm outside.
I don't know.
But it would never retain heat in the wintertime, but it's retaining heat now when I don't want it to be warm in here.
No idea.
It's making me crazy.
It's a really odd thing too. Like,
It's because we have another animal in here just generating heat.
yeah, more heat, all the heat. So hey, perfect segue. Speaking of animals, pet names. So I come up with random pet names and it's just off the cuff. Some stick, some don't.
Yeah.
But I feel like, and this just goes on everyday like life, when I talk to people, like, for example, Titus, I used to call him Tightness
Yeah.
because it was like tight, right?
Yeah.
And then the entire shop started calling him Tightness.
Yes. So wait, pet names like pet names?
Pet names, yeah.
Or like
actual pet names.
nicknames.
No, pet names.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like,
Names for
I'm
your
just giving
pets.
an idea of like how
When
off
you
the
come up
cuff-
with names?
Yeah, I come up with my names. So like, okay, so we'll start off with Bonsai, since he's the first pet.
Yes.
So why Bonsai?
Because I wanted to name him something from The Lion King, and Bonsai is one of the hyenas, and I feel like he's a dick, like that hyena is.
But
It just fit him. I don't know. I always liked that name, so
yeah,
I know some people like think it's bonsai tree, but no, it's after the hyena The Lion King.
All right.
Because I didn't want to name him like Simba or something. I don't know why. I feel like that was like too overused.
Yeah.
Like Simba, Mufasa's too long.
I like Bonsai. Bonsai is a funny.
And then Greg named his son Kovu, and that's the lion from The Lion King too. I'm pretty sure I came up with that name too when I told
didn't
him.
think about that.
Yeah, Kovu was from The Lion King too. They wanted to keep the 4-letter name thing going on with Rico, Diva, and Kovu, so I said Kovu, and it stuck.
All right. Well, the nicknames that we have for Bonsai, I call him Mr. Kitty. Now, I don't know where I got Mr. Kitty from. I just randomly called him that.
Yeah.
And now that's been literally
Everybody calls him that now.
Yeah, it's been a staple on him for like the longest time.
Yeah.
Like,
I see where you're going now.
Yeah.
You're going to go to the one time that I called him Mr. Butt.
Yes. Okay. I got to tell you this story. I don't know
where it came from.
I got to tell you this story. Okay, so it's at our old place. We're getting ready to go to bed. And I think you put food down or you put his bowl down or something. And then,
we were just going to bed and
you were just like, let's go, Mr. Butt. And I was like, what? I'm like, what is going on?
It's funny too, because we call him Mr. Butt and then Puppy Butt and stuff like that. And Puppy Butt's actually what my grandpa used to call Jasmine, one of their old dogs. And that just kind of like stuck around. I always said Puppy Butt when it came to just like any dog. But and I think that's kind of how it came into Mr. Butt for him, because he's not a puppy butt. So he's just a Mr. Butt, probably stemmed from Mr. Kitty or something. And it just like happened. Oh, crap. Where was I going with this? Oh, yeah. I was talking to a client and she was talking about how like all her like kids and animals, they're all butts in their family too. Like she calls everybody like a butt or like a Mr. Butt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so it's not just me. And she's like, oh, no, that's totally normal. And then you know how when the dogs yawn, you poke their tongue? Another one of my clients said she does that. She said she does it to her kid, and I was like, yeah, I do that to our dogs. So she's like, okay. I'm like, yeah, normal. These are normal things. Obviously, everybody does this.
Yeah.
If you're not doing it, are you even a human? Like, rules.
And what's funny is like, so like the Mr. Butt came along, and at that time, our we didn't have a beagle, but my brother had a beagle, and I used to call her Beagle Bits for the longest time, and which I don't know where that came from. I think it just flowed so well.
Yeah.
And we do, you always talk about like, oh, look at like, their hind leg. Like, I want to cut it off and, I'm going to make a nice little morsel out of it. I don't know. The dumb things you think of. What is it? Like intrusive thoughts or something.
Yeah.
Like but
nobody ever ate the beagle, by the way.
That it was just more
just
of a
to clarify.
thing, yeah. And then we got Bandit, and then I'd call him I keep thinking Bonsai. Bandit Bites. So I was like, okay, well, does it work with Bonsai with Mr. Butt? Well, apparently a synonym for bite or bits is a butt.
Yeah, like butt. Well, it's like you think of like burnt ends. I mean, it's like the butt of the meat.
Yeah, which just all happen to stem in its own cool little
so the bonsai butts.
Yeah. So, that one played out pretty well. And then, actually, funny story about the Beagle Bits. So, Mark Hoppus's dad lives back in Ridgecrest, right? So, I had ran into him. We were talking, and he was like, "Oh,
you just picked that name up off the floor you just dropped."
Well, no one's gonna know Tex. No one's gonna know by his name.
Yeah, I know.
But hey, sometimes you gotta drop
Mark
it.
Hoppus. From Blink-182, in case anybody's wondering.
Yeah, but I was talking to him, and he was showing me Mark's beagles. I was like, "Oh, we have a beagle too," and I was showing him the photo, and he's like, "Oh, she's beautiful," and I was like, "Yeah, it's little Beagle Bits," and he just starts busting up laughing. And I ended up running into him a few weeks later. And he was like, I told Mark about that. And he laughed so hard. Because he thought
That's
that was
so
the cutest
funny.
name ever.
Aw.
But it's just really funny how you come up with names. So, like, with audio, to move from Bonsai, because I think that's all Bonsai's nicknames, right?
Yeah.
Or Mr. Pity Pat.
Yeah,
or,
call him Pity Pat too.
Or the Pity's Pat. Like, Puppy's Pants. It's
Yeah.
the Pity's
Bobby's Pins. Just new girl
Pity's
reference.
Pat.
Okay.
So for audio, you came up with that one. 'Cause
Yeah.
we were trying to figure out what name would suit him very well. And then you thought of audio because of his brindle and the striping kind of...
No, that's why you liked it.
Oh, I thought that was...
I thought of audio. I did say audio, but that's why you agreed with me.
Yeah.
Because it reminded you of that. I said audio because it was the name of a dog from This Is Us. And I just thought it was a really cute dog name. And it fit us because we both have our degrees in audio production.
All right. I did not know that.
I
thought
told you
just
this
came up with
before. No, I told you
You did?
before. And you've forgotten it because I didn't tell you for a long time because I didn't want you to. She got it from This Is Us because it's such a cheesy show. But yeah, it's because, they adopted a dog and his name was Audio. And I was like, that's such a cute dog name. And
That is pretty
it
good.
just like fit us too. So
Yeah.
it was like,
Dang, I thought you came up with that one on your own. It's okay.
no, I mean, like it eventually came to me. It's not like I watched that episode the day before and was like, that's the one. I watched that episode like a year or two before we got him. And I just like remembered. I was like, oh yeah, that would be really cute.
Yeah. Then, so with audio, obviously it was the Mr. Butt. With
Puppy
him
Pants.
It was Puppy's Pants.
Yeah, Puppy's Pants. Because we do the picture on the whiteboard. It said, does a dog wear the pants on the butt or on all four legs?
Yeah.
And then we started calling him Puppy's Pants after that. And
Yeah.
now we just call him Pants.
Yep. The pant.
And then you
Or-
say, Mr. Sir.
Oh, Mr. Sir. Okay. I've never. Okay. The only reason why I started calling him Mr. Sir is because you said it first randomly.
When did I say
I
that?
can't remember, and I wasn't sure if you were talking to audio or bonsai, but you said it a long time ago. And the way you say it is so adorable. That's why I always started calling him Mr.
Mr. Sir.
Yeah. So then you started.
That must be
calling
my
him
dad coming out of my mouth because I don't realize I like say stuff sometimes. So Mr. Sir, yeah, I mean that's
It was adorable.
my dad. Oh my god, my dad used to he'd sing the song to Sparky, and he would go whoop de pookie pookie. He would just do that in the kitchen when he was on his missions with my dog. Anyway, yeah, no, he used to come up with a bunch. He would just sing like silly songs to the dogs.
Kind of like what I do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly like that. Except whoop de pookie pookie. I remember he sang that in front of one of my friends at school, and she like fell into her locker like dying of laughter. It was so funny.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was the pants, or yeah, we just call them pants, or I'll call them legs, Mr. Legs.
Yeah, you started
The
calling him legs.
Yep. And just because I don't know, it's just random.
The return of the pants.
Yep. Return of the pants.
Rally doesn't have a whole lot of nicknames yet. He's just Rally or Rally's butt.
Yep. We're still trying. I mean, some of the names transfer over, I guess.
Yeah.
Like Puppy's butt. Or the face. And the legs. and Puppy's cheeks.
Puppy's face.
And it's okay, so with audio, I mean, just there's always a bunch of random names, and we'll call them names randomly where I don't even remember some of them, but they just kind of come off the cuff, like I said, like it's just random. Rally's nickname, that came from us trying to figure out. Well, we wanted to find a name that really fit
Rally's nickname or Rally's name?
His name. So like his name kind of came from the. We're trying to find something that was a middle ground for,
Like,
like stuff that we
cars,
like.
I feel like.
Well, we were trying to
I
see
mean,
like,
motorsports this time.
because everybody's like, oh, if you get another dog, are you gonna name him like Video or something like that? So I started thinking of other names that would have worked with
Yeah,
like
you had one, but I don't remember what it was.
Fidelity.
Fidelity. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's too
because we were
too.
looking to
That's
try
too
and get
much.
because we were trying
Yeah,
to get
girl.
a girl. So I
Yeah.
wanted to find something that kind of sounded a little more feminine, but something that worked with the audio end. Because I was seriously thinking about a ton of different
I think
names.
Harmony would have been cute.
See, I wouldn't have thought of that, and I don't know why.
Harmony was what I named my first Jeep.
Oh, that's cool. So we were just thinking, and then we're like, oh, maybe we'll come up with names in the car end, since that's another thing that we're into, and so we were just kind of working on the names and thinking. You thought of Chevy, and I think you were thinking of I think you said Chevelle, right?
Oh, I think just Chevy because it worked better.
Yeah, because it was short.
Yeah.
And then
I think Chevelle did pop up on the list of dog names, cars or something. There's automotive names for dogs, just some weird list.
yeah, but then I thought to myself, oh, maybe I can think of a subclass of one of the Camaros, and if you know any information on Camaros, there's mainly letters, except for one. There's Super Sport, and then there's Rally Sport. So I thought to myself, well, Rally, that works good. And that kind of really stuck. It took a while for me to kind of associate him with that, because he kind of doesn't look like a Rally, but now he definitely looks like a Rally.
Yeah.
But we're still trying to think of nicknames for him, because he's kind of we're still kind of really getting to know his personality.
He's a little brat.
Yeah.
He's a Mr. Mischief.
Yeah. But he's still a Mr.
No, look
Sir.
in your butt on live.
There's
Facebook.
3 Mr. Sirs over here. Well, we have audio over there. He doesn't want to jump up here. But I mean, what nicknames do you have for your dogs or cats or animals? I mean, doesn't
Or
have
how'd
to
you
be
come up with your pets' names?
Yeah, I want to know stories, especially the off name nicknames, because I wonder if because we call audio Mr. Pants or Puppy's Pants or the Pants all the time. If he actually comes to that more than he does his own name.
I mean, he knows his name is Audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never really call Bonsai unless I'm telling somebody about the cat.
Yeah.
I always call him Mr. Kitty.
Oh no, when I call him by his name. He comes.
Yeah. I always just call him Mr. Kitty because it's hilarious.
Mr. Kitty. Oh, Humphrey. Sue's dog's Humphrey.
So she calls him Humpy?
Humphrey.
No, that's Humpy.
I think she spelled it wrong.
Oh. Because
That'd be weird if she called her dog Humpy. I mean, maybe.
That'd be hilarious.
It would be.
Well, she didn't. Now that's the that's a new nickname now. What did your mom say?
She said I wanted a plant called the pussy willow, and so I call my cat Willow. Fill in the rest.
That's funny. That's good.
Willow. She's a cute kitty.
Yeah, she was wild.
Yeah. She loves Derek, I guess.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, loves my cousin.
Yeah.
We also call him Humpy. Okay, you're right.
See?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
What else you got? Have we
All
made
right,
a conspiracy
everybody.
corner?
We're getting
Holy
onto
crap.
conspiracy corner.
It's already been 45 minutes.
All right, everybody. So let's get our
Tinfoil hats on?
tinfoil hats. Let me get something to drink real fast. Yes, I'm drinking straight out of the bottle.
Fake wine all day.
I forgot a cup.
This is my because work. It's tart cherry juice. Till next
There we
week,
go.
we can drink real wine again.
This next podcast, we'll be able to have an actual drink.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, we've been served.
Thank you, John, for the assist over here. All right. All right, so we're going to start talking about mythical creatures and animals. So, what I love about this segment is, we get to talk about a bunch of random different things, and lately it's been about aliens because it's always fun talking about aliens, but creatures, they don't really get a whole lot of spotlight because there isn't really much that you can really talk about them other than like, oh, some guy got a shaky video in, his backyard looking into the woods.
Just all the video things are so like unreliable.
Yeah.
And they always
Especially
end
when
up
it's
being,
shaky.
yeah.
With,
Or like night vision. They're like, oh, look at that blob. It's definitely a Bigfoot. And it's like, no, it's not.
you would think with our technology and how video quality has gone up, you'd think we'd get way better video.
I mean, side note, I was watching, okay, we'll go back, just take 2 seconds. I was watching a true crime video where they solve crimes via like surveillance video. And like all these surveillance videos, just like the surveillance at the bank ATM can't tell anything.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point of the video? You can't even tell. It gives you a little bit of a timeline, but you can't tell anybody's description. Anyways, but same concept. Do you think by now people would have like better cameras?
Yeah. Well, with that too,
To try to prove certain things? I don't know. Like, if you're trying to prove that Bigfoot is real, don't buy the cheapest camera
yeah.
for your surveillance, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I could understand the back end when it comes to like nighttime stuff. That's really hard.
Yeah.
You would need a gigantic aperture
Yes.
and a very sensitive sensor on the camera for it to be worth getting nighttime shots.
Yeah, for sure.
But like some of the daytime stuff that I've been seeing, like a lot of stuff is recycled video or video. Oh, like this video just came up from like randomly about new whatever. And
But
it's a video shot like back in the 90s.
Yeah, it's like stuff we've all seen already. It's
Yeah.
not new content.
Yeah. Because I haven't seen anything new of like a new creature. Although there was that photo that the Mexican president came out with. John's aware of this one, where he said he caught a fairy. Was it a fairy?
Yeah, like a leprechaun or a fairy.
A leprechaun.
Wait, he caught
or
it?
Fairy, or like in a photo, like in a tree. Now,
And that's not the video of the fairy thing
No, it
that
was
we
like-
watched, right? This is something different.
no. So this was a photo. This
Okay.
came out like 3 weeks ago or something like that.
Okay.
And it was a photo of this tree. Now, when you look at it at first, it's pretty creepy. Like it kind of throws you for a loop because you're like, holy crap! But you need to take a second to like kind of look at it.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, that kind of looks just like a tree, like tree branches.
Yeah.
And maybe there's a light behind it from either a building or something like that that's giving it the eyes.
Yeah.
But he was like, no, they're real. Like, this is
All right, I
legit.
gotta
This was
Google
the
it.
Mexican president. Like, not just some random person. Like, this was somebody who runs an entire country, mind you. So it was, like, super creepy.
The image shared by appears to be a lux, which is a type of small elf-like mythological
Yeah, it was like an elf
creature. Where is the photo?
It was
On Twitter.
kind of creepy. Oh, yeah, you shared it on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long ago did you share it on your Twitter?
No, he shared it on Twitter.
I'll send you the link right now.
Okay.
But,
Wait, okay, I found it.
yeah, it was...
Yeah, it's sending me to Twitter.
Yeah, right? So,
Okay. But
that's what I'm saying. Like, I wish I could show you guys this, but it would be a little bit tough to kind of, like, show you guys.
oh, wrong camera. There it is. Okay. That's it. That was it.
Yeah. So it's really weird. But outside of that, like,
I mean, I don't know.
see what I mean? It's like when you first look at it, you're like, oh shit, that's creepy. But then you're like, okay, hold on, let me look at it again. And then you're like,
But then there's this like thing too. It's like some sort of phenomenon where like people find like faces in everyday things.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a phenomenon like that would like a phenomenon like an instinct like humans see that. And this is more, I mean, this to me is not even like an elf-like creature. It's like a human-like creature. But it could just be like a raccoon up there or like an owl. And it's dark.
Yeah.
And that's what the eyes are.
And that's what I'm saying. Like it gives it a perception of something at first when you first look at it, but then when you like take a second to like really take a look into it,
It's just a tree.
right?
Yeah. It's weird though.
So
I feel like if I had like looked at this before somebody said, "Hey, they took a picture of like an elf or a fairy or whatever," I would have not seen it. But since I was looking for it, I like saw it right away.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't
that's
know.
what I'm that's what I'm curious on. And what's funny is so like every time I watch like the hunter shows of like, you know, oh, we're gonna go look for Bigfoot, or we're gonna go see where these ghosts are, or we're gonna see where these elves are, they always go at night, which is the worst time to go. Which they say, oh, they come out because it's, you know, it's their feeding time or whatever, or it's better because they can be, you know, camouflaged. I still don't believe that because one, you're gonna get really terrible footage. Like it's all gonna be terrible because it's all dark. And then they zoom into something, and then they try and see like, oh, like I can see a pair of eyes. That literally could be anything.
Well, but yeah, because by that time you're zooming in and everything is getting like more pixelated, and it's just
And
like
grainy. Yeah.
like reflections and things like that, and it could be anything.
Now, if they were to do that, and then they were to do spotlights,
Yeah.
but have them off until they look and they're able to focus on whatever they're looking at and turn the spotlights on, that would be different.
See, I think so. I mean, that would work. My thing is when they see a lot of like there was one we were watching about where they thought they saw Bigfoot, and they were like, "Oh yeah, this is on the Truth Is Out There show or whatever," and it was like from perspective. They were like, it's like a a bioped, a two-legged
Biped.
creature, biped. Yeah, so it was a two-legged creature, and they were like, it's Bigfoot. He's very tall, and it's like, well, from perspective, like there's perspective pictures where if you're looking at the right angle, you're as tall as the freaking Eiffel Tower, or you're squishing it in your hand. It's all about like when it comes to stuff like that. And I looked at it and I was like, yeah, that's a dude in a hoodie. That's not Bigfoot, you guys.
Yeah.
It was like so blatantly obvious, but for it to get that far viral on the internet, then yeah.
I feel like it's just also.
I think people want to believe in it.
I also feel though it's like it's also people just like being curious of the unknown as well.
Ghost hunters too. Yeah, my mom makes a good point about like ghost hunters where it's like some of it's like easily debunked. Some of it's unexplainable, but some of it's like, dude, it's windy and all the windows are open. Of course the door slammed shut.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the ghost hunting stuff,
I mean, that's a whole other like conspiracy topic or whatever topic you want to call that one, but
I think with ghost hunting and stuff, like the night thing, just kind of the night shots and stuff like that, or it being like proven at night it just goes along with the creepiness.
Yeah.
If you did during the day, it's not that creepy.
I mean, when I had my paranormal experience, it was during the day.
Yeah. But
Like parts of it were during the day and parts of it were at night. But that's also like I've had an experience, but it's definitely different feeling like you're experiencing something like that versus like hearing about it or like seeing photos of it, which I guess is the same type of thing where like if you think you saw Bigfoot versus like you were there in real life, so you saw what it looked like in real life before you snapped the photo, and all you have is this photo that can, is perceived differently now because you weren't there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like analyzed differently than like being there in person and thinking you saw Bigfoot.
Yeah. Out of all your cryptic creatures, which one's your favorite?
The Loch Ness Monster.
The Loch Ness?
Yeah.
Does it owe you $3.50?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that South Park episode. It was so good. But I would say mine would have to be the Mothman.
Mothman.
Yeah.
You know what? I also like Chupacabra just because it's fun to say.
Yeah. You know, there's a movie coming out called Chupi.
No, I want to see.
Oh no, is it Chupi or Chupa? It's Chupa,
But it's about it. The chupacabra.
which is hilarious because in Spanish that means sucker or suck.
That's funny.
It's getting a lot of memes
Cool.
from the Latinos out in the world, but it's just hilarious. But
Oh
it's
wait, does this
actually-
thing suck blood?
the what?
The chupacabra.
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, that's
I mean,
so. Yeah,
means
it all
blood-
makes sense.
It means bloodsucker.
Yeah.
But in the show, it's called Chupa, and it's like
Which just means-
it's like a kid's story, and it's like about this like mythical creature that gets a bad rap, and it's like got wings, and it's like kind of cute and cuddly.
Oh, so they're trying to make it not a scary story.
Yeah. Although I will.
I want
watch
it to be like a horror movie.
I will
where like this
watch
thing comes after people. Like in you didn't watch it, did you? I feel like we've had this conversation before too. I don't know if it was on the podcast, but the Midnight Mass, where it's like about vampires.
No, we haven't. I have.
You haven't watched it. Yeah, I watched it. I binged it when I had the flu or COVID. I think it was when I had COVID and you guys didn't yet. That's when I watched it.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah, because John was here. So yeah, that was when I had COVID and my first like 2 days without you. I binged it.
Yeah.
That was a good show.
I'll have to watch it. I haven't. I don't remember seeing.
Oh, I would love to watch it again. That was so good.
Dang, I forgot about the Chupacabra. That one's good too.
Yeah, that one is good.
Although,
I like Nessie though.
yeah, that'd be cool just to go see it. Like, just to see if you
Just
see
curious,
something.
yeah.
But the crazy thing is like, so everybody's like, oh, you know, we'd see something by then, but where Nessie supposedly lives, the water is so murky and like bad that you can't see anything down there.
Yeah.
That being said, they weren't able to find anything on sonar, but that lake that she lives in, if it's a she,
Yes,
Is-
Nessie. She's the queen.
it's enormous,
Yeah.
and they don't even know if there's underground caves or anything like that.
Yeah.
But that's the other thing is like, you know, evidence proves everything, right? So there's been photos of random like animals that they thought was the chupacabra.
Right.
They did DNA testing. They have no idea what it was because it did not hit on any canine stuff. It
Right.
didn't hit on any known animal, but there's this animal that was unknown.
Yeah.
Same with like the Bigfoot stuff.
Yeah.
So there was a genuine Bigfoot print that was done somewhere. It was a Yeti print, not Bigfoot. Sorry, it was a Yeti print that was a genuine print.
And they couldn't prove that it wasn't just like carved.
It wasn't.
Like, because I know there were other prints that the guy came out and said that he artificially created the prints.
No, so the guy who got it certified was the guy in the show Adventure
Oh,
or-
the
something Truth.
yeah, I know what you're talking about. Adventure Truth or whatever.
Adventure X or something like that.
Yeah. Whatever that
No,
show
it
was.
was like something Gates. Matt Gates? Bill Gates?
Matt
I
Gates.
think it's Matt Gates. I can't
Yeah.
remember. But
It's on Discovery Plus.
yeah, he went up to some mountainous area out in the east, and he took this. He got a plaster of it. He sent it in to get it analyzed, and there were hairs in it. Now, some of it were wolf, some of it was like other animal.
Yeah.
But there were hairs that weren't.
The DNA wasn't
discernible.
matching
They
up with
couldn't match
anything
with
that they have.
anything, yeah.
That's so interesting.
And it actually got stamped as a genuine piece of evidence. Not to say that it was an actual Yeti print,
But it is questionable of where it came from.
but it was not. It was not faked. That
Yeah.
it was a genuine
Yeah.
print.
Interesting.
But they only found the one.
Yeah. So that's weird.
Yeah. So it's really kind of crazy to just kind of see like stuff like that
Yeah.
kind of start to show up. But I mean, if you think about it, in the past, I don't know, since actual good cell phone footage started coming out, there hasn't been anything discernible. Most of it's either been shaky handheld camcorder stuff or like, you know, Nokia
Yeah.
camera footage that was 360p.
Yeah, there's nothing recent. You think there would be by now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now the UFO stuff, like there's a lot of that, but I'm trying to keep the UFO stuff completely separate.
All that
from-
ends up being debunked anyways. Not all of it.
Yeah.
A lot of it though
Yeah.
has an explanation.
Yeah.
Like a balloon like reflecting from the sun.
Oh yeah.
I know
a
that
levered
was
balloon like
yeah,
that one.
yeah. Anyways, yeah, sorry.
But
That's more alien stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I like the creature stuff, like the moth. I found it funny is that the Mothman was the reason why, like, I can't remember what city it was in Pennsylvania, but they like blamed it on the Mothman, that the bridge collapsed and like people were going missing and all this stuff, like all this bad luck, and they were like, oh yeah, it was the Mothman.
The Mothman.
And I was like, no, they proved that the bridge collapsed because the bridge was not built
Yeah,
correctly.
the infrastructure was off.
Now the people missing, I don't know. Maybe there's a Mothman running around in there somewhere,
Yeah.
but,
There's some serial killer trying to make a name for himself.
or that. I don't know.
Never know.
Well, let us know what your favorite mythical creature is. 'Cause
Yeah.
they're all good ones. They're all really good ones.
Yeah.
Like, there's like some worm or something like that out in Africa that is kind of like like the tremor ones,
Oh,
but
really?
it's like different. It's kind of got like a psych. It's almost like something from like Star Wars, that big ass one that comes out of the
Oh.
but it's like, I don't know. They're talking about
Yeah.
it. Or I read it somewhere that
Huh.
there's like another mythical creature thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. We haven't
All
seen the
right.
bottom of the
Yeah.
ocean well enough to know what's down there.
Yeah. Tell us what you think.
A giant squid.
Yeah. A giant squid.
A kraken.
All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave your comments and share
Yeah.
with your friends.
Yeah.
We're trying to start collecting stars and things. So we want to grow our following. Help us out.
Yeah. Next week, I'll have a little more insight to get into some new topics, but send us your topics and your ideas and what you would like us to talk about. And yeah, next week,
Back to Sunday. We will be back on Sunday.
yes, it is Easter's.
Oh, wait.
so,
Shoot. Will we then?
Yeah, might be
Yeah.
later.
Okay.
But
We'll keep you posted. As of right now, Sunday, but we'll make a post if it ends up changing.
yeah, and yeah, if we are, we'll be. You know what? We should grab an assortment of drinks and then just rate them after we haven't drank in a little bit
Okay.
or something. I don't know, something weird, something fun.
We could do the Mountain Dew, spiked Mountain Dew tasting.
Yeah. Okay.
Live.
Yes.
Maybe John will be a guest.
John's the guest next week.
Yeah.
We're doing the Mountain Dew taste.
Yeah.
Test.
We'll do a taste test and see how we like the new spiked Mountain Dew that we got in Vegas
Yeah.
because we haven't opened it yet.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see you next week with
Yeah.
some drinks.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Bye. I gotta wait this year.